I'm Scott, and this is episode 3 of Frags and Coffee. Just me rambling about games I'm playing, things that are going on the channel, and most importantly, answering your questions that you've submitted over the last few weeks. Just a rambling talking head video. Timestamps are below in case if you want to skip ahead to a specific topic. Don't forget to like, sub, do all the YouTube stuff. It is greatly appreciated. Let's get into it. Let's start with the Q&A. I've only got one question, but that's okay. I've got a lot of other things I need to talk about coming up later in the video. But this question is a good one because it's something I've been thinking about. So this comes from John Karash Virgo. Hey Scott, would you be interested at some point in the future in reviewing any fan-made map packs? Thanks, John Karash Virgo, for this comment and your continued support. It's greatly appreciated. And right off the bat, yes, I do want to review community maps. The format would be a little different. Wimtimage works well for games that I've played a ton of. I've like memorized them. I know where every secret is, how the map's laid out. It's super easy for me to just talking about those levels and that experience. I think the biggest change would be doing a sort of live reaction and going into these community-made maps blind. I wouldn't play on nightmare mode. I would more than likely pick like ultra violence or hard mode, if you will. Coffee break. Another thing too is I wouldn't know where all the secrets are, so I can't promise that I'm going to find them all. Usually when I play a game, I do look for secrets. I make an effort, but you know, if I'm not gonna like waste a bunch of time trying to find some like super well hidden secret. Really, it's gonna be a more natural playthrough of the map. But one thing I would carry over from my Wimtimage videos, for those of you who don't know, my What Makes This Map Great series, I love doing B-roll shots. Just as I play through the maps, breaking them down, taking time to slow down and do panning shots, doing those cool angles that you know and love. So I would alternate my gameplay with B-roll as I talk about the map experience and what my thoughts are on its designs. Maybe I'll call it like community map reviews, CMRs. That doesn't sound very sexy or appealing though. Maybe those of you watching might have some good name ideas for this new series. If you do, leave them down in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. So yeah, I only had one. As you all know, I go through the comments regularly and respond to all of you. If you would like to have a question featured on the show, regardless of what video it is that you watch, add the tag Frags and Coffee with your question. And who knows, your comment may be featured in the next episode. So I was out of town over the weekend. I was out in sunny San Diego visiting my family for the Mother's Day holiday. That's where I'm from originally. Currently, I'm living in Minnesota. Quite the change, but a lot of things are kind of similar. It's just winters really suck. Anyhow, it was nice to see my family, spending time, great quality time with them, and especially seeing my mom. I love my mom, and it was really nice to spend time with her. I also got to visit my best friend, who I've known since like 3rd grade. It had been a while since I had seen him, so it was really nice to catch up with him again and see how he's doing. I got myself a double-double from In-N-Out, as well as some fries and a strawberry shake. I love In-N-Out. But yeah, San Diego's my hometown, and it was just nice to go visit some of my old neighborhoods. I went for a little drive, just my old stomping grounds, and you know, it shouldn't be no surprise to any of you. I do enjoy my nostalgia trips. I hope that you all had a great Mother's Day holiday weekend as well. So, some of you noticed, probably from a post I made, but last week I was invited to the YouTube Partner Program. And of course, I accepted. So, thanks to all of you for helping me reach this incredible milestone. It's a dream for me to create content on YouTube and to build this community around gaming and special topics that I'm interested with in gaming. That's just been such a cool experience. And again, thank you for giving me this opportunity. Now, as you might know, I now have access to special partner features on the channel. So let's go over it. So first off, this is just another way for you to help support my efforts here. You'll always get access to my videos and my content. They're always going to be free. But if you want some extra perks and a way to support my work, this is for you. You may have noticed that I turned on supers over the weekend. That was an easy one to set up, pretty much just flip a switch. It's also one of the most easiest ways to support my work, which I thank you in advance. I've also got memberships. This is just another way to not only support the work that I'm doing here, but to also get extra perks on the channel. So tier 1 of support gets you the following: priority replies to the comments section. You all know that I read your comments and I do my best to respond to all of them. But at this level of support, you'll get priority responses from me. Early access to new videos. I'm thinking of like 24-hour early access, or maybe even just from the moment that I publish the video on my end. My current schedule of video releases lands on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm actually going to be changing that to Wednesdays and Fridays. So for everyone, you're all going to see my posts live on Wednesdays and Fridays, but for members, they'll get early access and see those videos post on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This could slightly change. It really depends on how large of a video I am creating. As you all know, my map videos, they can range from like 20 minutes. I think my longest video was just under 40 minutes, something like that. Those videos take longer to make. There's more content in there, right? So a safe bet's probably going to be like somewhere between 8 to 24 hours in advance. And also, I've got custom emojis for members. You'll see similar emojis on my Discord server, which, by the way, more on that a little later. But now you'll have access to those emojis here on YouTube as well. And you'll also get loyalty badges, which are based on your continued support. As for tier 2, you get everything that I just mentioned in tier 1, but you'll also get a special member shout out at the end of my video. So not only will I thank you for your support and call out your name, but I'll even put your name on the screen. And that's all gonna go in the outros of my videos. And circling back to Discord, I want to officially invite everyone to join the server. I'll be adding it to my social section down in the description below of all my videos, and everyone's invited regardless if you're a supporter or not here on YouTube. With that said though, tier 2 supporters of the channel will get a special role on the server. It's just a way to recognize that you've supported me in my efforts here on the channel. I did this when I used to stream on Twitch several years ago, so I'm bringing that feature back here on YouTube. And lastly, YouTube will automatically highlight members and show their profile pictures on my channel page and under my videos if I have 8+ members in total. But yeah, that's where my memberships are going to land for now. As this community grows, I may add more features in the future, maybe even a 3rd tier of support. I also eventually want to open up a shop where you can buy some Grit Gaming merch. Yeah, we're going down that route one day. With that said though, what kind of Grit Gaming merch would you like to see? I'm thinking mugs, for coffee of course, right? Imagine if I had a Grit Gaming logo right here. Wouldn't that be sick? Maybe even a tin cup, right? Like, imagine a Grit Gaming logo on this cup here. Don't forget to hydrate. Maybe even hoodies or shirts, gym clothes, hats, coasters. The possibilities are endless, but let me know what kind of merch you're all interested in. As for what's next, Well, the next major milestone is 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch time hours. The watch time hours, I only need roughly like 1,000 more, and I think that will probably come sooner. But subs are a bit slower. That's gonna come in time, and yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll hit it. It's just a matter of time and getting there eventually. Until then, I've got some work to do, so I'll be continuing creating content, building out this catalog of games topics that I love and enjoy, and I'll continue to build and nurture this community here on Grit Gaming. So what am I playing? Of course, I'm playing all these classic shooters for my videos. I've been really enjoying this rotation as of late. Doom, Quake 2, Quake 3 Arena, Half-Life, Unreal Tournament, and more recently, dipped into Halo for a bit. I might narrow some of those down. I've been experimenting to see what the community's enjoying, and yeah, some of those videos just didn't perform as well as others. But that's okay though, that's okay. They were still fun to do deep dives in, and I'm going to steer towards content my viewers are actually enjoying and watching. As for my non-work related games, I've slowed down a bit on Marathon. It's not that I'm not enjoying it, honestly, I freaking love that game. It's probably the best PvP experiences, at least in the extraction shooter genre. But Diablo 4's latest expansion, Lord of Hatred, just dropped recently, and as someone who's been playing Diablo since the release of the first one, like, I freaking love this series. I've already played through the campaign, and this is like the best story experience Blizzard has done in a long time. The base campaign story is amazing as well. Vessel of Hatred was the first expansion that came out after that, and you know, it was all right. Its story beats didn't quite hit as hard as Lord of Hatred, which is the more recent expansion, and it really did bring us back to that sort of world-class storytelling experience that Blizzard is well known for. But yeah, I am now officially in the end game. I beat the campaign, so now I'm leveling up my war plans, which is like the main end game sort of collection of events, really. There were always multiple endgame things to do, but War Plans makes it more streamlined. It's a one-stop shop to just organize your endgame activities, run them, get loot, get experience, and even adds a level of progression to the war plans themselves to help make those runs better and more interesting. But yeah, I'm having some weird feelings though. The game feels good. The combat's fun. It offers these amazing over-the-top experiences, just destroying demons. But I don't know if I want to keep chasing that carrot grind. You know, you're in search for the ultimate gear stat rolls, and I'm running an APOC Warlock, which has been a blast. It gets a little busy on screen seeing all the explosions and effects, but I've been having a blast with it. But yeah, like, how far do I want to take my progression is the question. I think for the story alone, the new expansion is awesome. If you're a fan of the Diablo series and you played Diablo 4 but you dropped off of it, this might be a good time to come back. The devs have made a lot of changes to the game, and it's in response to community feedback, which is great because the game is in a very solid state now. Though I do miss the slower pace of the base Diablo 4 game when it came out. I know a lot of people hated it, but I liked that slower progression. Now this might sound bad, but I feel like we're going back to Diablo 3, where you're just zooming around yeah, I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship, really. But yeah, outside of the story, like, I don't know if I'm really into the ARPG grind anymore, at least in the world of Diablo, which is kind of sad. Maybe it's because I'm getting older or something. I'll be curious to see where it goes from here. Until then, I'm going to keep grinding out Lord of Hatred, climb up the torment levels of difficulty until season 2 of Marathon drops, and yeah, I'll be digging into that again once that comes out. But I'm curious, what games are all of you playing? I know you all love Doom, Quake, all these classic games that I've been covering here on the channel, but are any of you playing Marathon or Diablo, or maybe you're playing other games? Let me know down in the comments section. I'd love to hear what you're all playing. Hey, you made it to the end. You are a legend. And that's a wrap for episode 3 of Frags and Coffee. This week, my schedule's been all thrown off with traveling and coming back and just trying to get settled again. Setting up my partnership with YouTube has taken a bit of my time from creating videos and editing. I promise next week we will be right back on schedule, so you can expect videos to drop on Wednesdays and Fridays moving forward. And again, if you've got a question you want featured on this show, please leave it down in the comments section, tag it with Frags and Coffee, and your question may be featured in the next episode. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, share it with friends, and subscribe for more great gaming content. And if you're looking for more, check out this recommended video right here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.